Blame Truth here, and I feel like the world is healing. I feel like gaming as a whole is somewhat healing. There's still some stuff wrong with it, obviously. There's a lot wrong with it. But I think overall we are on the right track. But the bad news with this is that it comes at a cost. You see, it comes at the cost of things that have already come out, and Activision's unwillingness to be a good company that stands behind their products. I know this is all confusing. It's a lot of garble, but the past few days have been pretty crazy. What I have seen is nothing short of a renaissance. It's a complete different direction that people want to go. I'm being ambiguous on purpose because there's a lot I want to cover in this video. So without further ado, viewer, let's get right on into the meat and potatoes because I got a lot I want to get off my chest. So the first thing I want to cover, just to kind of set the stage, is the Black Ops 7 pre-orders. I wish we had the hard numbers, but we do have two platforms we can track it on, Steam and PlayStation. Now, as you guys know, console is kind of like Call of Duty's bread and butter as far as just, there's not a lot of options there. You got people still buying the yearly sports titles. NBA 2K26 Kick You in the Balls edition that sells for like $150 is one of the top pre-ordered games. So in PlayStation land, people just, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with them. They're diseased. I don't know, man. But when we look at the pre-orders, and we covered this, I believe in the last video, they weren't looking too hot. They were behind Battlefield. Well, they have improved somewhat, although to be completely honest, it's only the Vault Edition. As far as I can tell from the screenshot, and this was reported on Twitter from the official Call of Duty news sites like Modern Warzone and Charlie Intel, the Vault Edition has moved up to spot 6. It's ahead of the Battlefield 6 Standard Edition, but still behind Battlefield 6's Phantom Edition. Why there are 3 different fucking sports titles in the top pre-order games, I'll have no fucking idea, 2 of which are NBA 2K26. Hell, the Standard Edition of NBA 2K26 is beating out not only the Black Ops 6 Standard Edition, but Gears of War Reloaded. Borderlands 4 as well. What the fuck is wrong with you people over there? Well, I get that if you like sports, there's not much of a, competition as far as different options goes, but guys, have some fucking self-respect. Who in their right mind is shelling out $150 fucking dollars for NBA 2K26? Get a fucking life! What is wrong with you? Anyway, I digress. The point is it looks like a slight win for Black Ops 7. Like, maybe more people are hopping on board despite the hate, which is honestly bad news for anyone that wants a better product and a better game at the end of the day, but it's still not great, right? Well, just wait until you see what the pre-orders are like on Steam charts just from the last time I covered it. Last time I covered it, it was around 36, and Battlefield 6 was in the top 10. Let me just show you this. I screenshotted it today. Really just take it in. It's unbelievable. So, the top sellers on Steam. Borderlands 4 is doing great. Peak, my indie game of choice, Peak, doing fantastic. Helldivers 2 is doing great. Metal Gear Solid, Kingdom Hearts, Apex, Steam Deck, Counter-Strike, and then, of course, Battlefield 6 holding strong in the top 10 for pre-orders. It's looking great there. And keep in mind, by the way, this top sellers list is by revenue, not by total sales, but by how much revenue they are generating for the companies. So essentially, total dollars spent. At least that's my understanding of it. Now, we're going to take a look at the top 15 because it's relevant. We're going to find where Call of Duty is because it's mind-blowing, actually. And we're going to cover what Activision is doing by sabotaging their own games. And I wish that was clickbait and I was making that up, but I'm sadly not. We'll cover all this stuff after a brief word from this video's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by CyberGhost VPN. With over 38 million users worldwide, CyberGhost is one of the most trusted VPN providers on the market. It boasts a near perfect rating on Trustpilot with over 20,000 users rating it excellent and for good reason. So why do you need a VPN? Well, incognito mode on Google Chrome just does not cut it. Your internet provider, workplace, school, home Wi-Fi, and even the websites you visit can still track everything you do online, and that just is not safe. That's where CyberGhost VPN comes in. It encrypts your internet traffic and reroutes it through secure servers in 100 plus countries, ensuring complete privacy and security. No one, not hackers, not your ISP, not even CyberGhost itself can see what you do online. And my favorite thing to do with a VPN is access geo-restricted content, especially on streaming sites. With CyberGhost, you can access 40 plus streaming platforms, including Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney Plus, and enjoy content from different countries in just a few clicks. CyberGhost works on all devices and operating systems and lets you protect up to 7 devices at once. Perfect for sharing with friends and family. So guys, use the link in the video description to grab an 84% discount plus 4 months free. Plus, with a 45-day money-back guarantee and 24/7 customer support, you can try it completely risk-free. I use CyberGhost myself. A VPN is a must in 2025, guys. Don't wait. Click the link, download CyberGhost VPN, and start protecting your digital life today. All right, guys, welcome back to the video. Protect yourself online. Don't let companies like Activision harvest your data. Never good. Especially, I'm serious here. Use VPNs to play a lot of old Activision titles because they are simply not secure. We're going to cover that later. It's dangerous out there, for real. Anyway, back to the whole Steam top sellers thing. When we look at the top 20, it gets even more interesting because we have Battlefield 2042. Battlefield 2042 selling for $3. Okay, $3. But it's the top 15 by revenue. We have Destiny 2, War Thunder, future sponsor of mine, Dead by Daylight, game I play occasionally. So just keep this in mind here. Pretty popular stuff here in the top 20. And Battlefield 2042 is doing great right now. It's doing phenomenal. Now, just for comparison's sake, let's see where Black Ops 7 is on this list, okay? I can't believe this. Check this out. Black Ops 7 is all the way down at number 79. Battlefield 2042 is doing better, selling at $3. It's making more total money by a long shot compared to Black Ops 7. It's nice to see 2K26, NBA 2K26 down there as well. PC players have a few more options. They are not going to fall for this bullshit, so that's good to see. But holy shit, guys, when I covered Black Ops 7 the other day, it was like number 30-something. What was it, 36, 37? This is more than double. It fell down by more than double its ranking from 2 days ago. Horrendous performance. And again, it's still getting outsold by Battlefield. Both editions are pretty much outperforming just the Vault edition on console. So it's not that great on console either. I told you this would happen. I have been right the entire time, and I hate to keep saying that, but so many motherfuckers every single month, every single year would say I'm full of shit. I don't listen to me. I'm a hater. I'm a grifter. Whatever. Guys, I have literally sacrificed so much money. You realize this, right? I have sacrificed so much fucking money just to remain an independent source of information when it comes to what I do. You understand that, right? I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars at this point. I have sacrificed because I want to remain impartial. No company pays me a dime as far as video games go unless they're doing an ad sponsorship segment on these videos. Nobody pays to fly me out. I mean, I've heard they're even doing that for Battlefield 6, by the way. Ghost of Hope reported that they flew out a bunch of streamers. Tim the Tatman especially, I think, made hundreds of thousands of dollars just to promote the game and whatever. I am not one of those people. I don't know if they consider me a brand risk, or I'm just too honest, or I'm just not in bed with any of these people. I don't really associate with a lot of these other content creators. I am just an independent source of information. Never been paid a fucking cent by any of these companies. None. Not Ubisoft. When I was covering XDefiant, all that was just me. And I'll say fuck Ubisoft just to prove that now, because I'm never touching one of their games again after they canceled one of my favorite FPSs. Fuck them and fuck their mothers too. How about that? Any praise I give to Battlefield 6, by the way, not paid off, just honest opinions. And I can be quite mean, as you heard there with my Ubisoft rant. But no, I've given up that luxury because I want to be honest. I have to do things my way. If I'm not doing things my way, if somebody offered to pay me $1 million for the next year to turn my channel into a Fortnite channel, I sincerely wouldn't take it, because I don't fucking care about Fortnite. I don't like it, so I'm not going to play it, you know? This has always been me getting what's on my mind out to you. And I don't care if I lose money. Maybe it makes me an idiot, you know? Maybe I am an idiot. But I am an idiot that does things my way, as Frank Sinatra once famously said. Regardless, though, I bring this up because I have called this perfectly. And when I make predictions, please take them seriously. I'm not always going to be right, but my hit rate's pretty fucking high, wouldn't you say? Regardless, though, Black Ops 7 is doing absolutely terrible on pre-orders. It is, and there's no doctoring that up. You can't say, well, you know, we gotta like take into account that stuff's on Game Pass now. No, look at this. If anyone that says that is full of shit, because repeatedly for the past several years, Black Cell has been on top for like the top revenue makers for Call of Duty on Steam. And, you know, they brought Modern Warfare 3 to Game Pass last year. So by doing that, you know, it would have hurt, in theory, their Steam revenue, but it didn't. When Modern Warfare 3 was on top, Black Cell was still one of the top sellers and top revenue gainers on the Steam top sellers chart. So no, you can't use that. You can't use the excuse either that we haven't even had the beta yet, so people aren't going to pre-order, because they are literally giving the pre-access beta to people that pre-order. So there is an incentive to pre-order. Not to mention, you could just do that and then cancel the pre-order once the beta drops. You know, you don't have to stick to that pre-order. It basically costs nothing to pre-order and get the beta early, for example. So to say that, oh, well, they haven't even had their beta yet, so yeah. Like, no, dude. Battlefield 6 had a pre-order beta and then had an open beta, and the pre-order beta did phenomenal numbers, better numbers than Call of Duty has done in ages. So we cannot use that excuse. You know, we just simply cannot. It doesn't work. When the beta drops, pre-orders might go up a little bit on every platform, but Call of Duty comes out every year. People know exactly what they're gonna fucking get every single time. You can't really, like, you know, bank your success on the beta, which in actuality is a demo, but I digress. So what is Activision doing about all this stuff? Surely they're doing something to compete. Are they releasing Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2 remastered and bundling it in this year? Because they're clearly losing to Battlefield 6. They're clearly going to lose to Battlefield 6 if they keep down this path. Well, viewer, they are doing something, but it's not what you think. It's not some remaster. It is sheer and utter manipulation. And I need to cover this right now, and you need to really, if you could, like this video, maybe comment, this channel support comment. This video was amazing, learned a lot, or just whatever you want to, because I want everyone to see this. I want everyone to see exactly the company they are giving their money to right here. And this is not doctored. This is not fake. This is all genuine shit. And these people need to be put in jail or sued. Check this out. Someone listed this as a bug. It is not a bug. It's not. It simply cannot be. They'll say it is probably, but this is not a bug. Having the quick join button the same as the pre-order button. No shit right here. Let's zoom in. Square on PlayStation is quick join, and it's also the button to pre-order Black Ops 7 and pull that up. They are literally trying to get people to accidentally pre-order Black Ops 7. They're shoving it in their face so disgustingly far that they've reached into their mouth and have their advertisement in their throat, ready to go, ready to be swallowed like a big fucking Peter North load. All right? The comments section says this: isn't this a dark pattern? I'll explain what a dark pattern is in just a second. I'm pretty sure legal action can actually be taken here. Oh, they're scamming now. That's pretty much a dark pattern. Fucking unbelievable. For those that don't know, dark patterns in video games are design techniques used by devs to manipulate players into spending more time or money than they intend. And if you think this is just an accident and it's a bug and it's not intentional, the same company, when they released Diablo, the last Diablo game, Diablo 4, the same company did this almost to a T. Look at this, okay? This is a tweet from a few years ago.
Let's see if it counted. No!
What?
No! Bro, if that thing activated, you gotta be... I have to constantly go to that fucking menu! You gotta be shitting me! I think I activated my premium battle pass.
That's how they get you.
It is! It really is!
They put your whole grocery list on the same page as the season pass.
Exactly! So that you click the fucker, bro!
Did you make it crash, or did the game actually just crash?
The game actually just crashed. I hope it crashed and it didn't activate it. Like, if that's a one-click activation, fuck you, dude.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Fuck you!
So Blizzard placed the Activate Premium Battle Pass button right next to the button you have to constantly press to check your season journey. Guess what happened to me and at least 5 others on my stream? This is straight up malicious design. And keep in mind, by the way, this is the same company. This is Activision Blizzard, and we caught them doing the same malicious bullshit they got backlash for years ago on a different IP. I'm sorry. This is why I say to like this stuff and to leave a comment and to get this out there. It's not even about the money anymore. I'll make a video where I don't even run ads for myself if it just gets 1 million views and people see what the fuck I am talking about with these scumbags. I'm not making it up. I'm not crazy. This cannot fly in 2025. Where is the consumer protection? You shouldn't hit a button to quickly join your friends and then accidentally open up the purchase Black Ops 7 menu, and then if you fumble your buttons at all, you're gonna accidentally purchase it. It is scumbag behavior, and this is why you are losing to Battlefield 6. I mean, this is EA. They're not saints by any means, and you're losing to them because you're that much more scummy. The final thing I want to show you here might be worse, and this has been happening since they took MW3 off of COD HQ. And again, I'm going to show you another example for another game. It has to be intentional. It has to be intentional to herd you in to Black Ops 7. They want you to buy the new shiny piece of shit they're trying to sell. Just look at this and tell me it is quote-unquote accidental. Modern Warfare 3 disc not recognized. This was screenshotted 6 hours ago. And this is not the first topic. This has been a topic on the MW3, the one that came out last year. This has been a topic for the past several weeks now. It cannot be fixed outright. It just cannot. Some people can get it working and find a workaround for it, but most people, or at least some people, cannot. They are literally out of a game. If they bought MW3 on disc, they cannot play it. And I don't think this is an accident. I think this is completely intentional. MW3 disc not recognized. I see a ton of people on PS4 and PS5 that are having trouble booting up MW3 with the disc. I'm having the same problem with Xbox, but I'm not seeing anybody else talking about it. Is somebody else experiencing the same problem with Xbox? And if so, have they found a solution? This guy says, I've got the regular PS5 version on disc, and I'm unable to do anything. The disc installs COD HQ and won't let me download MW3 because it's the cross-gen version in the store. The guy above him says, I had the exact problem, and I had to download the PS4 version of the COD launcher to re-download it. Not sure if there's a way you could do something similar with an Xbox One version of the launcher, but see, this solution isn't always a solution. If we go to another thread here, why hasn't Activision updated COD HQ to show people that MW3 is not on COD HQ anymore? They haven't done that for one, just wasted hours and found out on this subreddit. Thank you guys, but it shouldn't have come to this to find out. The game still shows up on HQ and there is literally no messaging to tell people officially. Activision are clowns for this kind of customer treatment. Make no mistake, by the way, that's intentional to get you to download the Call of Duty HQ and to up their monthly active user numbers for shareholders. 100%. I now have a $70 useless disc. I bought MW3 on launch day, got the disc and all. I played it, great game, yada yada, deleted it, then tried to re-download it today. Only to realize Activision changed the launch app and just took the game away. I currently have a $70 disc to gain access to a free app. I will not go into my anger and frustration as this is not the point. Is there any way to fix this besides spending another $70? Thankfully, he edits the thread and found a solution long awaited. My game is still bugged, but I've resorted to emailing and having a conversation with an Activision agent. I say solution, but he probably won't get access or it'll take like a fucking week. Waiting for my next response. Thank you all for your help, and I will keep you posted. This guy says, I've tried all the suggested fixes for the same problem of my PS5 disc, and they do not work. Activision bricked my disc. The same thing happened to MW 2019 on PS4. I should have known better. Never buying a thing from them again. I had the same issue, tried the 3 dots and selecting MW3, kept getting an error, raised a ticket with Activision, and after half a dozen emails back and forth, they sent me a code to download the standalone digital version, and it's now working for me. Did exactly the same, but still waiting for a resolution, says this other guy. They have to legally give you like the game, right? But they're making it as tedious and as hard as possible so you don't play it and you buy Black Ops 6 or in this next case, Black Ops 7. They want you to jump through hoops and then get frustrated at having to email them for the next week or 2 weeks or whatever so that you just buy the next fucking shitty Call of Duty game. That is exactly what they are doing. They know what they're doing. I know that they're incompetent, but they're not this incompetent. They are not so incompetent they brick a fucking disc. If we go back to Cold War, this is on the Cold War subreddit, screenshotted 2 days ago. Cold War, Treyarch's last game, is getting something similar happening to it, but it's just their usual song and dance of not fixing the hacking issue and updating the securities. And this is not the first time this has happened to Cold War, but my God, this is horrendous. Check this out. Be careful, Cold War isn't safe to play anymore. Keep in mind, guys, this is Treyarch's last game before Black Ops 6. It's not that old. Just loaded up a hacked lobby. A guy cussing a girl out. I joined late, so don't know what was the cause. The guy was able to get her address and dox her somehow, and he posted it in the text chat. I asked him to get mine just to see how he could get it, and he did. Keep in mind, I'm on PS5, not PC. So I don't know how the hell he was able to get my info. Not like I care, but it's just not safe. You don't know how crazy people are on the internet. It looks like Activision doesn't care to keep the people who play the game protected by banning them. It's even worse on PC with older CODs. By the way, COD World War II on PC Game Pass still has not come back because people were getting RCE exploited by playing that off of the official Xbox app on PC. What a fucking joke of a company. Just Sucks Cold War was up there with one of the best CODs, but after that lobby, I deleted it for good unless they fix, which I doubt. Also, the guy was kicking people out of the lobby and muting people. Is it any coincidence that the two best Call of Duties released in the past 6 years during the Warzone era are the ones experiencing these issues right now? I don't think it's a coincidence at all. These people need to be investigated. Most importantly, these people need to be bullied profusely. People are saying, oh, give the game a chance. Give the game a chance. Stop being so mean with it. Guys, these motherfuckers are not getting enough hate. Everything they do from here on out should get hate, even when they fix stuff. Don't let their past be forgotten. This isn't a whoops, accidental, fuck up, and then I do better later on. This is a continual cycle, a continual pattern of bad behavior, malicious behavior, manipulative behavior. And I've covered it every step of the way. I don't know what else you want me to do other than to say, hey, this is the company, this is who they are. And you know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying is true there. I'm out of time, though, guys, but something needs to happen here. Like, people that bought MW3 especially should not be out of a game. They shouldn't have to jump through hoops. They shouldn't have to address what is essentially a tech troubleshooting to get the fucking game to play when they put the disc into their consoles. This is absolute madness. Absolute madness. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Or ring that notification bell. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. I'll keep covering all this stuff every step of the way. Peace out. Guys, don't forget to click on the link in the video description to get the special discount for CyberGhost VPN. This application will protect your data while you browse and give you full access to all blocked content on the internet for only $2.03 a month. Totally risk-free. Check it out. Link in the description.